We're live. I don't know why I'm live. Do you guys know why we're live? You guys are watching Not Safe for Wonks surprise emergency broadcast. By the way, I've got to do the whole. You guys know that dun 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 dun, all that nonsense. We're just doing it out of nowhere because we have something really special that we need from you guys. We're at the end of the month. And for most of us, let's be honest, most of our activism does not involve electoral politics. There's so many things that needed to happen this month, whether it was COVID checks, working on the people's bailout, trying to get people, their money. We have a president that's here and a vice president that's here that has kind of procedurally pushed all this stuff way back in the queue, right? Problem number one. And by the way, we're live here, so if anybody that's got that they want to, leave their notes, their comments, their feelings, whatever they got. All of us this year have been trying our hardest to move the ball in our own neighborhoods because, honestly, anybody that's still counting on Washington D.C. for help is behind the ball. There is some tremendous, at best, some tremendous foot dragging. So we've got to turn our attention to shit that's going on here and where we're at right now. If you are a person that's a fan and a longtime follower of the show, you guys know who Karishma Mehta is. She was one of our original guests, OG guests, and this was back when she was a Bernie Sanders delegate and out here knocking doors trying to get people out here. But as time has gone by, we've had to think in a bigger way, right? All of us 2020 have had to start thinking in a bigger way about what we can do and what we can accomplish. Karishma is running for, delegate in the state of Virginia. And from day one has been the movement's choice for this seat and is going against a kind of a, crummy establishment Democrat. The state of Virginia just now passed a marijuana legalization bill that is pushing back the actual legalization to 2024. And if you guys are used to getting half loaves, if y'all are used to getting half loaves, y'all know what it's like to get half a loaf from your government. You don't have to act like that's brand new, whether it's the city government dealing with the mayor, whether it's state government. I'm here in Georgia dealing with Brian Kemp, and he's on the outs because all these MAGA people turned on him, but he's still out here in the streets causing chaos and messing with voting rights. Here in my own state of Georgia, we're in legislative session. And the thing that they're passing right now is restrictions on early access voting, right? It's restrictions on stuff like your church group being able to get you to the poll. So many of these groups are just completely screwed over. Because they're trying to reenact the same voter suppression kind of bullshit that we saw in Georgia 4 years ago. And these people are in listen, honestly, Ossoff and Warnock, not killing the game or anything down here. But they do have the evil Republicans in a panic, worried about what they can do. So with that said, voter suppression is back on the damn menu in my state. And in Virginia, it's a bluer state, but we still have so many impediments to getting common sense things done. I live in Atlanta. It's a blue city. It's a hardcore blue city in what's supposed to be a red state. But the problems that we're dealing with are the same literal structural problems that are existing all across the country, whether that's police violence, lack of accountability, whether that's COVID, not being able to get PPE. One of my dogs was doing food delivery on the west side, West Atlanta, and said, man, I was doing a food delivery and I pulled up to this old lady's house and put the food down and she did not have a stove. Her gas was messed up and she literally had no ability to cook the food that was made. And, I have relatives that have gotten stuff from mutual aid groups in town. And unfortunately, Uh, if you've ever gotten something from an organization that's like a food mutual aid group, you take this shit up and you put it in your mouth, and then you twist your mouth up and you look at the container, and you know when the container is? The container is from like a year ago. Like the expiration date on that shit will be like March 2019. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. Some March 2019 soup or applesauce or whatever kind of, you know, bread, whatever kind of goods they got. That's a mess, dog. So these mutual aid groups are doing their part, and it's great, but they don't bat 1,000. And by the way, it shouldn't be the job of these, and some of them are like Twitter leftists, but it's also like mutual aid did not originate on Twitter. Hate to like shock some of y'all. A lot of these are people who are like in church groups and things like that, and our neighborhood groups. And you know that nosy old lady that's always poking her eyeball through the blinds is often like trying to help people and feed people. But anyway, listen, the whole point of why we came out here, karishma, because the shit that I'm talking about here, and Amy, thank you very much, always rad. The shit that I'm talking about here, when we talk about entrenched powers in your city that are fucking up housing, that are fucking up transportation, that are fucking up your ability to go to and from work, that's fucking up your ability to like stay in your house because your rent is going up, flying through the roof. These are local issues. You know, like Joe Biden can make all the nice noises that he wants, but ultimately, like, these are local issues. And if you can put somebody on deck that really seriously cares about these issues and can push the ball, like, you get great results. Think of Shama Savant or whoever, who's, you know, up in the Pacific Northwest, super gentrified, super shitty, super, you know, what do we call these, like, Northeastern corridor liberals that put up Black Lives Matter signs and support gentrification. But despite all of that, has been making a big national impact, standing up to Amazon and shit like that. You guys, if you can put karishma into the House of Delegates, you're going to have somebody that's going to be like moving the ball forward in seriously real ways, because she doesn't like give a shit about being a career politician. So it's just rad to do, because you're going to be making, this is somebody who I think is going to be like making national news on a regular basis. And Karishma's election is not November, December, October. It's the middle of the year. And y'all know the whole deal with these congressional, these off-year elections is that they try to schedule it at a time when people aren't otherwise interested. And they feel like if they do that, then they don't have to worry about getting you out anywhere on time, right? What is the voter turnout rate in your state? I know that in a district that's near me, the voter turnout is like 10%. That's like nothing. And especially if your voter district is a district that is black and brown, that is indigenous, that is, you know, poor, that where the people there work retail and drive Uber and do, like, I don't know where y'all are at, the people who are watching this, but I know y'all know what it's like to work for a damn living and not get the shit that you want. Being able, like, the things that make things super hard for you as a person that's trying to make it in a major metropolitan area is probably not Joe Biden, who is out, you know, he's trying to start wars in Syria and shit. He's not paying attention to what's going on in your city. There's some local jerk that's messing up things that are happening that are important for you right now. And they're considering, because it's business as usual. And the good news for you is that, like, these people like totally suck and they're cowards, you know? And if you can get 3 or 4 of your friends and show up at one of these meetings and scream at them, I can tell y'all for a fact that it like crumples people. Like, it drives them crazy. So lots of boys and lots of back rooms. Yo, what's up? Seriously shit. So with that being kind of said, if you can't put together 2 of your friends that are pissed off about name an issue, healthcare, education, transit, roads, all of these things that are important. Um, this is a good place to put your energy, because if somebody can show up here and be competitive, it inspires a lot of people throughout the country that like there is like something here that is worth them tapping into. Karishma has been a good, fundraiser or whatever, getting people out. And really that is not from, being super perfect or having I've got a super perfect message. It came up from the mountain. No, because the people that are running for these offices, like, God bless them, they're not all super charismatic. And if y'all watch the show, I always talk about how when John Ossoff ran for Senate, he ran against, not Senate, he ran for House of Representatives first. And he ran up against somebody called Karen Handel. And if you live in Georgia, Karen Handel, she absolutely sucks, right? She has no redeeming qualities. She's not a good talker. She's not funny. She's not like she's not a policy whiz, knowing the details of zoning and roads. No, none of that. She gets on TV and she just says the words like Nancy Pelosi. And we can make fun of that and say like, yeah, all of these Republicans, they're just saying Nancy Pelosi. But think about this. Really consider it. Your goal as an organizer, I think, should be to build a movement where your candidates don't need to be AOC in order to succeed, because your values and your ideas and your ideology is so well understood amongst people that you only need to say the words, right? Real shit, and people will hop on board and be a part of it. So I'm gonna show y'all like Karishma's donate link. We're gonna show her video again. You guys liked the video. I was really shocked. I was like, this video is old news. You've all seen it, and people wanted to look at that. There's a tiny URL. We're going to hit it. We're going to pull it up. In fact, I'm going to put it in a banner. I'm going to stick it up here. Her deadline is at midnight. And the reason why we're going up and I'm trying to like get a couple people to click on this for the end of the day is that that quarterly report is really important to the other local players who are maybe people who you don't know or care about, but they're local players and they're local, and they look at the fundraising to see, well, how serious is this Karishma Meta thing? If you're a person, you're watching this, you've got a little extra money. If you are a person that has a little extra money, you watch the show, you probably already know who Karishma is, honestly, because she's been on our show so much and so often, just talking about education, right? Talking about, racial justice, talking about economic justice, talking about the environment. We're dealing with, in Karishma, somebody that got like an enthusiastic endorsement from Sunrise. And it's just been like doing the right thing all year. Give money or I stop having sex with men. First of all, I like that Amy could not just say, just abstain. It was, I'll stop for a while. I'll take a break. tinyurl.com/2azn79pf. That sounds like a serial code or some weird stuff like that. And Karishma's old logo was an iconic logo, but it was nice and retro. It was old fashioned. I really liked it. We've got to talk to Karishma's designer. And first of all, her original logo was made by, if I am not mistaken, I got to go and put myself here. Hold on. Bernie Vision. If I am not mistaken, I believe that Karishma's original logo was from the designer of the AOC logo, which is super rad. Anyway, listen, you've got till midnight. If you've got an extra $10, scoop it out. because here's a person who has really invested in the movement and has a great Twitter personality. You've been like, listen, if you're watching this, odds are pretty good that you are a Twitter poster. You probably follow us on Twitter. You know, Karishma's really about it and doing a great job. So as we reach that midnight hour, I want you to reach into your pockets and kind of share the word with people. Get your, you know, if you've got a friend that can donate, grab them, tag them, or listen. I'm not going to tell you to break the diehard, ironclad rules of the FCC. Tell your friends that if they are U.S. citizens and they are 18 years old, to provide their own funds and to get in here and do the work. Capital D, capital T, capital W. Okay. You know, I don't want to. Before we leave, because I don't want to go. Like, who wants to watch a commercial, right? And all you people that left because they're asking for money. You guys that sat and stayed, you guys are cool. I'm gonna read because there was an entertainment portion of this. You jerks. There is an entertainment portion of the show, which is I'm going to read our old banners for the show, and I'm going to try to figure out what the context of them is. So here are some old banners, and we'll see how they are. Getting hammered on a train. I have no idea whether this is a public, you know, a public train or a private one. We'll see what's happening. Weed greater than stonks. This is from our Nokia era when we're all going to become Nokia millionaires. And Nokia went down the toilet as soon as it happened. Hey, I'm going to put on Karishma. Hold on a second, because I mean, listen. Who wants to see Brandyn Buchanan's face? You can see what Karishma's. Hold on a second. Pull it up. We're gonna run it because, like, listen. First of all, it's a great video, and she told the story to us, to me personally, about.
Story of a little girl. Her parents came to this country looking for a better life.
She told to me the story about carrying the groceries and doing all of the grunt work that goes into making the video, and she said she was extremely tired. You know, these video shoots are super hard, especially getting them with a good camera. Karishma's cousin, Rishi, is a talented video editor. And I don't know whether they participated in this video, but the results were great. The story of EA. I know that was from our Promised Land episode. Hi, Nat's mom. Nat's mom, if you're watching this, hi again. Magneto was right. And that's true too. What do we got here? Eric, hello. This video is so not like the camera, like they really got the GoPro for this one. Like we have, you know, I've done a very good video with my friend Rogelio. And you'll see one or two shots that are vaguely reminiscent of Karishma because, listen, she and her team are inspirations for the entire country, which is why it's a good idea for you to be a good warrior for our movement and donate, you know, a little money to her before this deadline. Listen, and you know they're measuring individual donors. They're measuring cash. Like somebody goes in there and sends $5. That's a big deal to her because, you know, big underdog, this and that, doing a lot. So let's look at some more banner. Yeah, you can see the fundraising skills and the production quality. Listen, this was done before she started raising money. She had a hookup on the production, like you know, and it's great, but you know, yeah. And when you see this video that I've got going tomorrow, it's not quite as well produced, but it's great to watch, and it's going to really inspire people. Let's see what else is. Chris Pratt may in fact be mad, bro. He's definitely not as mad as Gina Carano, who just got totally owned. How do you get kicked out of Star Wars? Star Wars, guys, it's easy to be in. They literally kicked her out to the parking lot because she wouldn't stop tripping on social. That's not good. Defining the 3 waves of feminism. Yo, let me tell y'all what we won't be doing tonight. Fleet banking. Guys, is brunch practice. The shit poster to Trillbilly Pipeline. Are any of y'all Trillbillies yet? Rachel, change your name to Barbara challenge. You trying to get this pipeline? Breaking AOC is cool again. We'll wait. That might come back in style. You know, this is clearly an old banner, but AOC, who else is going in and out of style like her? Just the opinions are very strong, let me tell you. A few ungirl headlines. Inappropriate book, 2nd wave feminism, 4th wave feminism. Which death was most cringe? Low culture boil, love letter to all this tacky. What else we got? We're almost home. Trash is decoration. You don't need therapy. You need money. Maybe. Some of y'all need therapy, you know. Chances are your therapist is seeing a therapist. Shout out to China. Not really, though. Betsy DeVos, absolutely the worst, is always funny and always good. Amy, listen, you got to do your best, do what you can. Listen, folks, this is a wonderful video. If you want to watch it, go to Karishma's website. She's Karishma for Virginia. I didn't bring you guys all the way down here to look at videos. I wanted to shake you down and see if you've got any more money. And if you've got it, check out Karishma's campaign. Look at because she's got a real shot of winning this seat, and it's going to rock Virginia to its core. All that good stuff. Listen, if you've got time, let's do it. If you don't, it's okay. Get in on the ground floor for next quarter. I just wanted to spend like 20 minutes and cheer on our friend of the show, Karishma, who's really doing the service and helping everybody out. If we can get $5, honestly, out of me talking for 20 minutes about how incredible this opportunity is. It's big for Virginia. Literally, this is a purple state that's like floating on the edge of which party and which movement and which philosophy controls it. You want somebody that is dedicated to human rights and transportation and human rights and safety. All that good stuff. Karishma, get in there. Send her $5 so that when she goes and reports for this deadline, she's sowing strength, you know? All right. Thank you for watching. We're getting out of here, but bye. Enjoy. All right. We'll see you next time. Later.